Hello Battlefield fans, Wajal here. Welcome to this very interesting and cool gameplay. We're playing TDM here on this map, and I forgot the name of it. But yeah, it's gonna be a 5v4 or 4v4, something like that. Very few people, and it was awesome. It was awesome. It was very cool. I haven't played one of these 5v5 or whatever games, in a while. So usually, it's just a lot of people. But I like it like this, with very few people. I don't know. For me, it was very fun. It was very interesting, and there was quite a few, maybe two. I think two, maybe more, but I don't know. I think two snipers on the enemy team. And I think for this type of gameplay, it was such a bad idea. I don't know why people always go for the sniper kit. I really don't understand. I mean, I know they're trying to be maybe trying to have fun. They're trying to have fun with the sniper rifle, but it just like it just doesn't work. When you play in a small map like this one, because it's pretty small for TDM here, right? It's chaotic. You got a build in the middle, which everything, like all the firefights, all the craziness is gonna concentrate in the middle. So obviously the snipers were trying to stay away from the middle, and they was trying to stay outside. So I was just running around looking for snipers and just getting some easy kills, and that's how the game went. The reason why it is so long is because there were very few people, so it was really difficult just to find some point. So that's why it took so long. But it was pretty fun. Once again, it was pretty fun, and it's just fun to see these guys. Even some of my squad mates, they were sniping as well. So I guess they were trying to go sniper versus sniper type of thing, and didn't work out very well for the enemies. So too bad for them, good for us. But overall, it was pretty fun. So let's talk about snipers today, since these guys are sniping and the game's kind of slow. Let's talk about sniping, and you know, one of the things that I don't know is snipers do is, or the biggest mistake is try to get like 50 and 2 in their gameplays. I think, and don't get me wrong, I think the sniper kit is very valuable in certain game modes, like conquest and rush. It's very cool to have someone using the sniper kit, and doing the job. But the problem is that people that use the sniper kit, let's say on a TDM, I think as snipers playing TDM, they're just useless. They're just people who want to die. you know People who just want to die, and they just want their team to lose, because to me they're useless on a TDM. Domination is, you know what, I think they're useless in domination. I mean, TDM domination, they're just fast-paced game modes. They're about, in the case of domination, the objective. The maps are smaller. Everything is chaotic. You run to the other side of the map in like 2 seconds. Everything is crazy. So snipers don't really have time to snipe. To do their job. In this game, I don't want to say it's difficult, because people get it, but you don't get that many one-shot kills. Sometimes, yes, you aim to the head, but the guy is moving, and bullet drop didn't, you didn't measure, correctly, or something happened, or the guy just run too fast, or somebody is killed. So I mean, it's kind of hard just to get those shots like all the time. Okay. So when you play TDM, it's just craziness, and yes, you hide behind the wall or the building, you put your claymore, but those easily destroy. The wall is just like an RPG, and it's gone. You throw a grenade in the building, and the claymore is gone. So that leaves the sniper just right there. It's an easy kill. So for me, when I see a lot of snipers in my team when I play TDM domination, it's gonna be bad, because of the gun. They're not gonna go after the objective. If you're playing domination, even conquest or rush, because of the gun, they're not gonna be aggressive. They're gonna be afraid of just going after the enemy, because they're not gonna get that one-shot kill all the time. So they're not gonna play the objective, right? And they're not gonna do the job. So you have a bunch of like useless people. So that's why I kind of hate snipers. When I play Battlefield or even Call of Duty, is the same thing. because that's just useless. So if you have maybe one or two, that's fine. If they're just like tagging the enemy and things like that, well, thank you for that. At least we know what the enemy is. But when you have a bunch of snipers on your team, it's just bad, just bad news. So, um, in a way, that's what happened to the enemy team. They just like stay in the back and they're just pretty much waiting for easy kills. This guy's still up here. He was trying to hide, but well, my team is gonna get it. I think I tagged him a couple of times, but well, my team is gonna get him. So what's gonna happen is they're just easy targets, right? They're easy targets. Look into this scope and they're just easy targets. So that's gonna be so bad for you and your team. If you have a bunch of snipers, and that sucks. So I'm not saying that people should never snipe. I'm just saying that there's always a place at a time for it. There's certain games where I call it like magic lobbies. There's magic lobbies, and no matter what you do, you are going to do great, because maybe the enemy is just a bunch of dummies, and maybe they're not experienced, maybe they're drunk, maybe they're just, I don't know, whatever the reason is. But it's just one of those lobbies where no matter what you do, you're gonna do great. If you decide to just go knife only, man, if you're in one of those lobbies, you're gonna do well. If you go pistol only, it's just like that. So I believe there's certain lobbies where you're gonna snipe and everything's gonna be great. Everything's gonna be good, and that's fine. And I think people get those lobbies sometimes, and they expect like every game they play, be the same. They don't realize that, oh, maybe the other guys on the enemy team are really good, and maybe they know how to play against snipers. So people just don't realize these things, and they seem to be focused on, well, it has to be sniping, and that's the other way, and I'm sorry, there's no other way, and that's the way I'm gonna play, and that's it. So it kind of sucks that they don't realize that, what, we're losing the game. We need to capture the flag, we need to capture or get the MCOM. We need to defend it. They don't have that in their minds. In their minds all about, oh, I need to get 5 more kills to unlock a scope. so it kind of sucks being in those type of lobbies, or having those type of teammates. So that's why I leave up a lot of the gameplays. Not because I'm getting my butt kicked, but it's just because like it is so frustrating when you see your teammates doing nothing, and you try to do the hard work, and you try to capture some flags, and you do your best, and you get killed, and you just respawn and do it again, and quite a few times, and it's been like what, 10, 15, 20 minutes, and then you just look back and your team is just in the same spot, or they're just trying to climb, the huge ladder all the way to. So it's like, man, why bother? Why bother playing in this lobby? Why bother playing with these guys? Because it's just, you're not gonna win. You're not gonna win. They're not gonna help you. So why bother? So I tend to just leave those lobbies. So I love snipers on the enemy team. That's the truth. I hate snipers, but I like them when they're playing on the enemy team, because they're easy kills, they're not gonna capture the objective, and all of the times they just make your job a lot easier. But when you have those guys in your team, it's just terrible, just a bad idea, and it's not gonna work at all. So that's one of the reasons why I hate snipers. They're just useless. And if you play like Conquest, which I have, it's basically the same thing. They just don't capture objectives. They just don't do much. I mean, some of them will. I'm pretty sure you are one of those who play. They were supposed to be. I'm not saying that all of you snipers are just horrible, but 90%, like 95% of snipers out there, that I encounter, in my battlefield sessions, it's just horrible. It just makes you want to just like stop playing the game and just do something else, because it's just so frustrating. So uh, same thing, Rush and Conquest, to me they're about the same thing, especially on Rush, because they know what the incomes are. Obviously, everybody knows what the incomes are, so they tend to go prone and do all this weird stuff, and they just watch the incomes, and their job is just to watch the incomes, and sometimes, I just like you know where they are, right? And just sneak up on the enemy. Just go around the building, do something weird, and then all of a sudden you're like right next to them. Just get attacks, and then you arm the income, and they don't know what happened. In a way, they lose this sense of like what's going on with the game, and that's my biggest problem. It's not just about the lack of kills. they think they're gonna get tons of kills. That's not gonna happen. If you're sniping, and don't get me wrong, I'm pretty sure there's a bunch of videos on YouTube of people showing you they can get a lot of kills, and while sniping. That's one of those magic lobbies. But in reality, is when you're sniping, you're not gonna get that many kills, and people just tend to force that, try to get the kills. It has to be. But when they realize they have all the ways to help the team to win the game, and that's the job. Recon, it says it's right there. It's recon. That's your job. Recon. You use the all the tools, to attack tanks and enemy, and who's running, who's flanking. You got the scopes. You got a better view of the map. So it's great. It gives you an advantage over the enemy. But people don't take advantage of these tools. They just focused on, well, I'm gonna try to get some kills. Because I want to get some kills. I want to be a badass, and that's not gonna happen. That's so simple. That's not gonna happen. So, snipers in a way, most of the times, unless you're playing with like a really well organized clan, with a bunch of friends communicating, hey, I want to snipe and I'm gonna do this, and you're not worried about kills. You worry about doing your job. Maybe you get a kill here, kill there. It's just fine. It's all good. But for the most part, if you join a random domination in these snipers, it's just gonna be horrible. It's gonna be such a bad idea, and you better just better off to leave. You don't want those guys in your team. So, um, I tried to snipe quite a few times. This is not something that I like to do. It's not in my game style. If I'm playing TDM like I'm doing over here, I just like to run around, look for the enemy, and catch this guy off guard like this guy. He just running around. He didn't know what's going on. And if I'm playing domination, I like to go up ahead and just capture flags. So using a sniper rifle, one of those guns, I mean, I don't feel like I can defend myself. Sometimes you get like 2, 3 guys, looking for you while you try to capture the flag. So, with the sniper rifle, yes, you can try, and it's possible, but it's just so difficult and kind of stupid. If you're playing aggressive, aggressive objective, going after flags. So to me, it's kind of stupid. So that's what I really snipe. It doesn't fit my game style. It doesn't fit the game modes that I play and the stuff that I do in game. So to me, it's kind of useless, kind of pointless, just to be a sniper. I could use the sniper kit, the recon kit, and use the SMG or something else, but kind of pointless. Might as well just use it with assault or the other one. So so that's why I don't really use it. But but once again, if you're smart enough and know how to use this kit, you can help your team a lot, and your teams can help you, and so on. But that's not happening. That's not happening, and that's not gonna happen. I mean, like I said, unless you play with friends. But if you play with randoms, just forget it. Just forget it, and avoid an aggravation, and just find another lobby. And just have some fun. So this is what happened. I was just looking for a lobby. I had a bunch of look at this sniper over here. Man, these guys are just. I was looking for a lobby. I was just playing random domination, and like a lot of my teammates. I was joining games like halfway through, which I don't like, but usually goes, you play the same map twice. So I thought maybe, hey, maybe just help these guys to win and start a new game pretty soon. But all the teams that I was getting into, it was just a bunch of snipers, and I played for a few minutes and they don't want to do anything. So I ended up switching to TDM, and I got into this gameplay. Although I played with these guys for a few minutes the game before, which is on Silk Road, same teams like that, 5 on 5 or 4 on 4, whatever it was. And I joined late, so I just stick to the same lobby, and I ended up playing this one. But that's what happened. That's what I do. I try to play domination first, or I try to play like an objective game mode, because I like to play the objective. I like to do that. After flags, it gives you points, and it's fun. It's in a way easier to get kills, because you know that the enemy are gonna go and try to capture your flag, steal your flag. So it's easy just to get quite a few kills here and there while they're trying to steal your flag. So what I do is you just try to play some game modes and stuff, objective game modes, and if it doesn't work, I end up switching to TDM. and most of the times, and that's why I get so many TDMs, because are the ones that work. I ended up getting this in these like cool lobbies, and ended up getting some kills, or a fun game, or something cool happens. So for me, TDM is good. It's always saves the night. Saves the session. If I'm playing for like an hour or like half hour, and I just want some quick games, to join TDM, and it's almost guaranteed that you're gonna get good games. If not all your games, they're gonna be good, which happens to me. So, not that I'm pro, but you get all these guys who just don't want to do anything. So I take advantage of it, and it's pretty fun. So, but once again, I do like this 5v5 thing. Is fun. It's fun. It's just like very few people. I found them more fun. Yes, it's hard to find the enemy, especially when they're like sniping. But I just thought it was interesting. 5 on 5 or 4 on 4. It's very cool. So I don't know. I just like it. Hopefully I get one of these once again. In a small map. You don't want to play like this in a bigger map because it kind of sucks. But in a small map like this one, it's just perfect. It's just perfect, and it's just pretty fun. So, but over here I'm just checking. I mean, for really to stay up in the roof, because, well, I thought it was like easier trying to find where the enemy is spawning at, rather than just run like a maniac, all over the place, and maybe getting killed from behind. So at certain points during the game, I just go up in the roof, or go up in that other section, and just try to like see where the enemy is spawning at. My teammates were doing a good job spotting the enemy, so that was pretty good. But for the most part, it was kind of difficult to find the enemy, so I was just going up there just see where they're spawning at, or just wait for the enemy just to make a move, and find out where they are. And most of the time, it just paid off. So I got the most kills in this game, but I didn't get first place. But I just got a bunch of kills. These guys out, throw some random ammo packs, and just have a good time. So it's 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 so cool when you have a good time. Like the game. I could have played this for like an hour or two. you know, 5v5. Just like that. It was pretty fun. The game was running fine. Sometimes, and for the past few nights, I've been running into some issues. Again, invisible guys, and some weird stuff, and very frustrating. I keep dying behind the walls. Um, it just doesn't make any sense. Sometimes, like the angle, like the enemy doesn't have a shot on you. You're behind a crate or behind a building, and there's no way the enemy was able to see you. So it's just so weird. It's just so weird. So it just makes the game more frustrating, and kind of boring in a way. But when the game runs fine, and you have a decent teammates, I mean, we are aware that we're not gonna win every single game, because it's not gonna happen. Yes, we have these very cool streaks where you win a bunch of games, but at some point you're gonna end up losing because whatever reason. So when you lose fighting, it's still fun, because it gets that close game. You lose by 1 point or two. It's like, man, that was close, man. So it doesn't really matter. If you had a good time, if it's like a really tough fight, you just one of those one of those like neck and neck situation where like it could go either way. And sometimes, and it happened to me quite a few times, where like I lost the game, and I still like the gameplay. And like, man, even though I lost, this game was amazing, and it was so cool. So when you get into these like cool games, everything is fun, everything is cool. It doesn't really matter what's going on, but if the game's running fine, it's good. And it's the case with this gameplay. It was running nice and smooth, playing with these guys, teammates were communicating, calling some shots over there, over there. Like they were sniping as well. So I would just run around, and try to get the kills. But it was very cool. It's very fun, and this is why I like infantry. You don't have to worry about tanks. If there were tanks involved, yes, they wanna camp in the tank, and so boring. Yes, you can go and destroy them with the C4, but infantry only is always fun. And very interesting. So um, I would love to see um, one of these again. I don't know. Wow. This is awesome. This is just some very fun. So I do want to play other game modes. We'll see how that goes, you know. But like I said, most of the times all these objective game modes are just crazy, you know, and it's just too frustrating, you know, trying to find people to play the objective. You know, it's not so difficult to capture the flag, but people just don't do it, and to avoid an aggravation, I think TDM is the way to go. Yes, people camp on TDM as well, but you know, they're easy to kill, and you know, it's pretty fun. So let's see what's going on in this gameplay over here. When I was trying to get some tags as well, because you know, I know that pissed them off, and one of the things that I do is try to piss them off so they can maybe um, realize that, well, maybe sniping is not working, maybe it's time to switch to a different gun, and you have more people running around, and that's fun, you know, when you have all these 5v5 people running around all over the place. It's cool, but like I said, there was like three, maybe two or three of the other guys just sniping, so they just made it like a bit boring at some point, you know, trying to find them, what the enemy is and all that stuff. So, you know, but like I said, overall it's just pretty fun. I forgot what's the name of the game mode. Search and Destroy, but no, I mean the game mode just like Search and Destroy that is in Battlefield 4, where you on the, I forgot what's the name of it. Oh man, I haven't touched that game mode in a while, and I like that one too. That game mode, I forgot, what's the name of it? Man, I forgot. It is so cool. It's challenging because you got one life. So yes, a lot of people camp there, and you know, I just like the fact that you have to be like really sneaky. You have to be like really stealthy because you know, and it's pretty obvious they're gonna be watching the incomes. They know you're gonna go there. You know, sometimes they just sit in these like very obvious spots looking at down the incomes, and you know, they're so easy to kill. But I just like that game mode because you know, it just relies so much in teamwork and flanking the enemy and taking your time to do your job, right? Like, I've been in game modes, I mean in gameplays like that where people just rush to the bomb site, you know, and it's easy to arm. Sometimes they don't even pay attention. Sometimes, you know, there's people that dumb that they don't watch the income. They rush to the enemy spawn, try to kill them, you know, looking for kills. And that is so dumb. That is so dumb because you know, if you don't pay attention to the bomb site, to the income, the enemy is gonna flank around you, arm the income, and now it flips over. You know, now you're the one looking at the income because you know the enemy are gonna try to disarm it. So I mean, that game mode is cool. I need to go back and see if I can get some gameplay there because yeah, that's pretty awesome. That's a good one, and that's fun. A lot of snipers there, but it's not a problem. You know, it's all about the income, and it's fun. So hopefully I get some gameplays there. And man, I still can't. I can't remember the name of it. That game mode. Whoa. But anyway, so yeah, a lot of snipers there as well. But I think it's different. You know, I think it's different. Not being able to respawn makes it more difficult, more fun, and a lot interesting. So yeah, that will be the next one. Hey, look at that. We got some tags over here. So this guy was not paying attention, so we got his tag. So. Oh yeah, this guy they didn't learn, man. I'm telling you, they didn't learn. They just continue to snipe. They didn't care about losing the game, which is sad. You know, it's sad, and that's what really pisses me off. You know, when I play with random people, you know, or with anybody who the person who really don't care about losing the game. It's just so frustrating. So why even bother playing the game if you don't care about winning or losing? So what do you play for, right? If you play TDM, you play to kill the enemy a lot. You know, you kill. I mean, I'm sorry. You play to destroy the enemy, to kill them all, to be the top dog. You know, to be the champion, the number one. You know, that's what you play TDM for. Same thing for other game modes. You play to carry the flags and win. I just don't get that mindset, that mentality of, oh, I'm gonna go there and I don't care what happens. You know, I don't care if I lose. You know, I'm just gonna get some kills. That's just dumb, you know, that's just dumb. That defeats the purpose of playing the game mode, you know. So why am I playing the video games, you know? And I'm not saying this in a competitive way, you know, or like I have to go crazy about winning. That's not like that, but I mean, you go and you try to win the game. You know, you try to capture the flag, to arm that income, you know, and just, or in the case of TDM, to get those kills. You know, if something's not working, like let's say if I'm using a shotgun, right? Because I feel like using shotgun, but then I realize that I'm getting my butt kicked because these guys are using assault rifles and they're killing me on a long range. So I mean that tells you that, well, maybe the shotgun is not the gun for this TDM. You know, let's say, you know, maybe use it on the next one. You know, maybe the next map will fit better, you know, the shotgun. So but just people just don't see these things. They just like focus too much on I don't know what. Maybe they just and a lot of people do this. They listen to music and they just like think about all the things while they're playing video games, and they don't focus on what's going on. So to me, you know, that's just kind of sucks. You know, being on a team where you really expect to lose. Oh, they expect to lose and they don't care. You know, it's gonna play the game, we can lose. That's it. It's just like, why even bother just going after the flags then? You know, so it's like no point. You know, so it's kind of dumb. So, and you know, at the end, I was just trying to be in this game. I was trying to be more aggressive, trying to run around more. I didn't go up in the roof because, you know, it's just like just looking for enemies, And I think maybe the last maybe minute or two, some of these guys left because they knew they were going to lose, so you know, they left. But I mean, overall, it was fun. It was very cool. It was interesting. I haven't played in one of these in a while. You know, 5v5. I haven't played in a while, so kind of lucky. Nobody wanted to play. I don't know, but I mean, I like this map too. This map is pretty fun. You know, it's pretty fun for domination. It's crazy, you know, when you got the teams, you know, even packed, you know, it's pretty crazy. You know, it can get like out of control, and it's awesome. You know, it's awesome, and there's always sniper trying to go behind the fence. You know, easy kills. But domination here, this map is pretty beast. I like it. You know, it's awesome. So, I mean, all these new maps. I mean, from the China Rising, are not that bad. I like them. I like them. The Dragon Pass is pretty cool for domination as well. TDM for like any game mode. It's pretty fun. So I like this one a lot. So Altair reminds me like Assassin's Creed Altair. So pretty awesome. So, but yeah, so I can see, look at this, just being aggressive, and this guy is like, oh, my friend, he was looking to the other doorway, and then when he saw me, it was a little too late. But that's what happened. They were like, I don't know, too afraid at some point, and we just killed them. But anyways, thank you for watching. Man, this was a long commentary. I don't know how I did it. I've been a little bit out of shape when it comes to commentaries. You know, it's easier to do live commentary, but yeah, half-hour video, very awesome. I like it. Hope you enjoyed this gameplay.
Oh, you did? Good, you didn't tell me that. Here, one more kill, guys. Oh shit, I got one. Oh, headshot. Headshot.